I want to thank you for your kind invitation to visit Jamaica on this auspicious anniversary, and to thank you for the hospitality we have enjoyed since we arrived here. But also to thank you in advance for your acceptance of my invitation to visit Ghana on the occasion of our 70th independence anniversary next year. I want to thank you very much. I just add to what you said about the historic relations between us. With the advent of Pan-Africanism during the period of colonialism, several strong pro-African came together at the Pan-African Congress and held initial discussions that began the move towards the liberation from colonial domination. And among those strong Pan-Africanists of the time were Marcus Garvey, our own president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and several others. You have outlined the influence that Marcus Garvey had on President Kwame Nkrumah. It was very profound. And in many of President Nkrumah's writings, he acknowledges that several of the visions that he had in terms of Pan-Africanism and the liberation from colonial domination were inspired by Marcus Garvey. And it's obvious to tell from some of the programs he implemented when he became president, after Ghana became newly independent. A lot of the inspiration and the vision for the industries he set up, the economic programs he implemented were taken from the teachings of Marcus Garvey. And so no wonder we call Ghana the Black Star of Africa, which was a concept that Marcus Garvey promoted. No wonder we had the Black Star shipping line, which was a project that Marcus Garvey himself initiated, and several other of such programs. And so while they worked in solidarity in those days, including Prime Minister Michael Manley, in respect of the non-aligned movements, those leaders came together at the time of the Cold War, to work together to protect our countries from undue influence by the various ideological blocs. And in later years, the prophet Bob Marley came on the stream and influenced and inspired people of African descent. Indeed, his song on Zimbabwe's independence continues to be, very popular. Africans are liberating Zimbabwe, and it led not only to the liberation. After Zimbabwe, South Africa also joined and got independent. But even his lyrics about freeing ourselves from mental slavery and all that continue to inspire us, and I'm looking forward anxiously to visiting his museum later this afternoon. But if this solidarity was built on liberation, we have new opportunities for building that solidarity today. This time is not about liberation from colonial domination. This time it is economic emancipation of our people. And we have no option than to work together, bring our comparative advantages together to be able to create the prosperity that our people deserve. And that's why, Mr. Prime Minister, I'm very happy that you've outlined several of the things that we had the opportunity to discuss. And so, we discussed bringing Jamaican and Ghanaian business people together. I think that is one sure way to begin cross-investments between our countries. There are many opportunities that exist here in Jamaica, and there are many opportunities that exist in Ghana. Both of us have the vision of creating our nations into hubs for our sub-region. And so hub to hub, we can cooperate both in investments and in terms of movement of people and services between Accra and Jamaica. And so that was a discussion we had. Today I'm meeting Jamaican business people when I visit the port. We have a working lunch. And so we'll have the opportunity to discuss some of the investments that are available in Ghana, which they can take advantage of, but gives them an opportunity to reach the rest of Africa because of the African Continental Free Trade Area. You are able to produce or manufacture in one country and export to the other 54 countries. That creates a market of 1.4 billion people with a GDP of almost $3 trillion. And so that opportunity is available. But vice versa, getting Ghanaian investors to look at the opportunities here in Jamaica, in real estate, in construction, and manufacturing, and several other of those areas. We have to activate the bilateral air services agreement between us. It's currently before our parliament, and we'll fast track it so that it becomes operational, so that either national carriers between Jamaica and Ghana or third-party carriers can fly direct flights from Accra to Montego Bay. We also discussed, and importantly, Mr. Prime Minister mentioned that the Defense Cooperation Agreement, and that would allow us to have exchanges between our military. But more importantly, like Mr. Prime Minister said, it will allow us to respond to disaster in each other's country in a more timely manner. We're proud that our soldiers came and gave whatever little support they could. We received them back home with pride. They themselves were so at home that they were not in a hurry to come. And so they asked for 3 extensions, which were all granted. And I'm sure if Prime Minister had not begged them and said, look, they need you at home too, they would probably have sought permanent residence here. But we're proud to hear the work they were able to do. And we believe that in future we can respond like that to each other. It is not even the size of the troops that came. It is the symbolism and the solidarity between brother nations. And so we're proud that we were able to do that. We're also happy that we signed the agreement, and soon we'll have a number of Ghanaian health professionals coming to work in the Jamaican health system. But we've also talked about exchanges where we bring Jamaican health professionals to Ghana to train and come back home to support the health system. We're looking at exchange of teachers, physics and maths teachers, science teachers, and all that. So these are all areas that we can activate. I want to commend Jamaica for its resilience in terms of the recovery after Hurricane Melissa. Indeed, when I saw images of the damage that Melissa had done, I thought that the recovery would have been slow, but I mean, it's obvious that Jamaica has bounced back. And I want to commend Prime Minister and all Jamaicans for that. And indeed, in the briefing, I mean, the damage that was caused was about $12 billion. And it would take some years to claw back all that $12 billion. But the Jamaican people have shown the kind of resilience that they can bounce back from adversity, and I want to commend all of you. We must work to increase trade amongst ourselves, and we can only do that if we put in the logistical infrastructure between us. I spoke about the air services. That can be a beginning, but also looking at the fact that Jamaica is an important maritime hub, and Ghana is also an important maritime hub. We came with our CEO of the Ghana Maritime Authority, and he briefed Mr. Prime Minister on the efforts we are all making in order that we can traverse the Atlantic and make the Atlantic become a bridge rather than a barrier between us. And I do believe that with the work that we are all doing, we should soon have direct air services coming to the Caribbean from West Africa, and then also direct transshipment to move goods and services across our 2 regions. And so I want to say this state visit has been very productive and forward-looking, and we're concluding these engagements with a clear roadmap, with a strong political will and renewed momentum to further deepen Ghana-Jamaican relations. And so on behalf of the government and people of Ghana, I wish to extend our appreciation to the government and people of Jamaica for this invitation and to extend our commendation and congratulations on your anniversary, which you will celebrate on August 6th. I thank you very much.